take out Martin in this one. Paul was on the gas, and the rear end stepped out. And I think, unfortunately, like I say, it was just a misfortunate ending to the race. I'm sure Paul is less than excited. Well, we are off and underway for our quarter-even final. In this one, we got Alessio Mazzeo, J.J. Wang, Kyle Branson, Shinnosuke Yokoyama, Lamberto Collari, Alex Thurston, Eric Dankel, Ralph Burch, Paolo Morganti, and Masaya Ida. Alessio Mazzeo out of Italy, leading the way here, the X-Ray driver. J.J. Wang in the number 2 spot, Shinnosuke Yokoyama in 3rd. Look at the battle right now. Oh, all sorts of trouble there. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all piling up. And now they're back going, oh, and another mistake right there. I believe that was by Yokoyama. One minute down, 19 left to go here in this one. Mazzeo, Branson, Thurston, Wang, Burch, Yokoyama, Morganti, Ida, Collari, and Dankel. Oh, more trouble there in the back of the pack as they all collide. It's Alessio Mazzeo out front leading the way here in this one. Branson in 2nd, Thurston in 3rd, J.J. Wang in 4th, Yokoyama in 5th, Masaya Ida in 6th, Morganti, Collari, Dankel, and Burch. Alessio Mazzeo going to be out front here in this one with a 1.7 second lead. We're looking here, I believe it's going to be Kyle Branson, Alex Thurston, the 2 UK drivers. J.J. Wang in 4th. Mazzeo out front trying to check out into this one. Mazzeo, Branson, Thurston, Wang, you run top 4 right now. J.J. Wang just outside of the transfer spot as he's trying to chase these guys down. And there goes J.J. coming down the front stretch there. We're looking at Alex Thurston, the UK driver, driving for Serpent. Mazzeo going to be out front, the Italian driver driving the X-Ray. 0.8 of a second ahead right now. Branson and Thurston in 2nd and 3rd. And let's send it down for an Infiniti pit report here with Tyler Hooks.
All right, guys, Tyler Hooks here. First interview of the day on Saturday, main day here at the 2018 200mm Nitro On-Road Worlds here in Homestead, Miami. We're with Paolo Morganti. Finished 3rd place in your 8th final, bumping up to the quarterfinals. There was a little bit of contact on the last lap, and we believe, did they repeal your 3rd place? Or
Masami assessed a 5-second penalty. Okay. So I finished maybe 4th or 5th.
Okay, so Martin Hootie will be bumping up.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the whole situation, and what do you do? What do you do in that situation?
I mean, I knew Martin was the guy that I was going to have to beat. So he was leading us by a couple seconds going into the last 3 or 4 minutes, and I knew I had to. That was where I had to get. So I was just running a pace that I could have a chance to get by him for sure. And last lap, you know, hard racing for sure. The last 3 or 4 corners, we were side by side, banging it out, and you know, right down to it. And I definitely don't agree with the call because, you know, I didn't tuck Martin's body. We were definitely racing clean. Nobody was upset. Martin was not upset. He said, you know, he would do the same to me. But I talked to Masami, and he, I guess we're not here to race.
Yeah, and as we were watching, your body actually tucked earlier in the race, and you were running a pace, obviously, to catch those guys right at the end. So you definitely had the car to do it. So definitely not happy with that decision.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough race for me. I crashed. You know, I should have been in a better position and not be racing for that position. I could have been racing for 2nd, most likely. That was my pace out there for sure. But, you know, like I said, I thought I was totally clean. Masami didn't. And, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
All right, well, we wish you the best, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you.
Wow, well, there you have it. Paul Lemieux joining us there for an interview. So as he says there, Martin was not the one upset. Martin did not put a protest in. It was Masami Hirosaka, the referee here, making the call. Martin said to Paul, you know, hey, in that similar situation, I would have done the same thing. They both considered it just part of racing. As I had mentioned, it looked to me like it was just a racing incident as well. Masami Hirosaka, though, making the call on that one that it was not. Therefore, allowing Hootie to move on into the quarterfinals. So very unfortunate for Paul as he worked hard to get back up into that number 3 spot. Meanwhile, back on the track here in this one, Alessio Mazzeo out front leading the way. Branson in second. Yokoyama in third. Thurston in fourth. Collari in fifth. Ida, Wang, Burch, Dankel, and Morganti. So first and second coming down the front stretch here. Look at Kyle Branson, the UK driver, driving for Capricorn. Alessio Mazzeo in second. Shinnosuke Yokoyama in the number 3 spot. So first and second, trying to stretch it out on the field right now. They are 3.9 seconds ahead of Yokoyama. And Alex Thurston in fourth. Masaya Ida in the number 5 spot. Working our way around here. Branson, Mazzeo, Yokoyama, your top 3. Alex Thurston in the number 4 spot. Masaya Ida still in 5. JJ Wang in 6th. So everybody's starting to spread themselves out a little bit here in this one. Kyle Branson has taken over the lead away from Mazzeo. So with 7:35 down, 12:25 left to go in this one here. We head over to our chat boxes here. Everybody's still talking about the incident there between Paul Lemieux and Martin Hootie. If you're just tuning in, or if you did not see there, we just, Tyler Hooks catching up with Paul Lemieux, talking about that incident, the finish there, and Martin Hootie not upset by the incident or what happened. Martin and Paul raced together, and they both called it a racing incident. However, it was the referee, Masami Hirosaka, who made the call to penalize Paul Lemieux for what happened. Well, Branson going to be out front. Mazzeo in second. Yokoyama in third. Thurston in fourth. Masaya Ida in fifth. JJ Wang in sixth. Burch, Dankel, Morganti, and Lamberto Collari. Now, Lamberto Collari, obviously the legendary racer from Italy, driving the Infinity car. He was your fastest seeded driver after seeding practice. So to see him here running 10th in the quarterfinals, a little bit surprising to me. I kind of expected him to already be in the semi, or at least running up higher here in the quarter. However, Branson, Mazzeo, and Yokoyama, they are looking right now for their bump spots into that semifinal. JJ Wang working his way up into 5th. Branson coming in for fuel here, making a pit stop. Mazzeo second, Yokoyama third. Thurston, Wang, Ida, Burch, Dankel, Morganti, Collari. Well, the pit stop starting to play a little bit of a part here in this one as the order changing up just a bit. We're coming up on the halfway mark. 10 minutes down, 10 minutes left to go here. Coming up next is going to be our quarter odd. And then I do believe we will be taking a break for our semifinal practices, if I'm not mistaken. And there you see Mazzeo in the pits, your leader. Shinnosuke Yokoyama going on by. He's in the pits as well now. Kyle Branson going on by, so I believe Branson's going to take over the #1 spot. And Mazzeo still holding on to the lead. Branson in second. Yokoyama going to be in third. Eric Dankel, the German driver, driving the Mugen. No, Alex Thurston back up into the #4 spot for the UK. JJ Wang in fifth. So right now we're looking at the our two leaders, Alessio Mazzeo and Kyle Branson. That's actually going to be probably the closest battle we have on the track at this point. Both drivers driving the white cars. Mazzeo, of course, in the X-Ray. Branson in the Capricorn. Here they come down the front stretch into the Infinity Sweeper, working their way back around here. Kyle Branson from the UK trying to close that gap up on Mazzeo just a bit as they come through the switchback sections. .8:15 left to go here in this one. And Tyler Hooks joining us back in the booth. Tyler, you talked to Paul there.
We did talk to Paul, yeah.
And surprisingly, he seemed very calm.
Yeah, he wasn't, yeah, he seems like a guy who doesn't get too extremely excited about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he didn't think it was fair, but he's not going to go fight anybody about it or anything.
Yeah, and so despite the first thought is that Martin Hootie would protest against it. It was not Martin.
It was not Martin at all.
Had nothing to do with Martin.
Yeah.
And Martin said to Paul, I would have done the same.
Yep.
And it was just a racing incident. So no bad blood between those two.
Yeah, and we actually went over to the X-ray pit. We were going to try to talk to Martin, but he's actually up in the next 7 minutes, so he didn't have time to talk to us. But Uri, we talked to Uri, and he was like, yeah, no, it was fine. All fine.
Yeah. So no one in the X-ray camp is upset.
No.
I guess to answer some of the viewers online there, yes, Paul still has his job at X-Ray.
Yeah, Paul still has a job. Everything's fine.
So that was purely a call made by the referee, Masami Hirosaka. Well, back on the track here in this one. 7 minutes left to go. Branson, Mazzeo, Yokoyama, Thurston, Wang, Ida, Burch, Dankel, Morganti, and Collari. And, you talk about that a little bit, and Masami's up on the driver's stand, and that would be a very tough role to be in Masami's position.
Right, yeah.
And obviously we're all very quick to be able to say, well, no, yada, 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 that should have been like that, and we have a different view of it here on camera than he has. Yeah, I would not want to be in Masami's shoes.
I don't think I would either.
He has a very important role, and I'm going to say he does a fantastic job at it.
Yeah, he does his best at least.
Yeah.
That's all we can really ask for.
Yeah.
But out front here, we have Kyle Branson and Alessio Mazzeo, 5 seconds ahead of Shinnosuke Yokoyama in third. Then it's Thurston fourth and JJ Wang fifth, sorry. Fast lap of the race, though, is Ralph Burch with a 17.9 in that 7th place spot.
Yeah, we were talking about before you came in, Lamberto Collari was running 10th, and he's now only up to the 9th place spot, which is very surprising after being the top seed after seeding practice.
Right, he was the top seed, able to put together 3 laps. Really struggled, though, with the 7-minute run. So maybe it's just we're seeing more of that, a culmination of what we were already seeing earlier.
Mazzeo going to be out front here in this one with a 4.9-second lead over Kyle Branson in second. Shinnosuke Yokoyama in third.
I do believe, though, that Kyle Branson has pitted and Mazzeo has not. So Kyle Branson should have one more pit stop, and Alessio Mazzeo has one more as well. But that's why we're seeing Mazzeo so far out front right now.
And Alex Thurston just outside of that transfer spot as he is sitting in 4th. He's going to be 3 seconds. Oh, and Thurston now in for fuel. Now this should be Thurston's last pit stop with 5 minutes left to go in this race.
JJ Wang going to drop a couple of spots. He had a long lap before he came into the pits, and then this will be another long lap because of the pit stop.
Wow, you can really see the groove that is developed on the track from the driver's stand cam. I'm impressed with the little chicane coming into pit lane, how fast these guys are able to zigzag through there.
It looks like we might have had a little bit of trouble coming into pit lane for, I'm not quite sure who that was, but cars hitting each other in pit lane. We believe it was Alessio Mazzeo and maybe Masaya Ida, maybe?
Well, Branson taking over the #1 spot now. Mazzeo in 2nd, Yokoyama in 3rd, Masaya Ida in the #4 spot.
But again, as we were talking about a little bit earlier, Branson will have to pit one more time.
So here's Kyle Branson right here, the UK driver.
Branson in the last couple of races I've watched has been really, really impressive if he's been in the lower finals, making it back up to the semifinal and then even the main final. Because I want to say, let me look back, I want to say he was in the main final in 2016. Well,
Branson, Mazzeo, Yokoyama, Ida, Thurston, Wang, Burch, Dankel, Collari, Morganti. Your running order here in this one. On our battle for 3rd, shaping up here. This is Yokoyama and Masaya Ida. As they work their way around here, down the front stretch they go. All of them looks like we are getting word that is a lapper in between them there. 2:30 left to go here in this one. So Masaya Ida trying to chase down Yokoyama. No, I don't believe that is a lapper. I think that that is the battle. Yokoyama right now trying to stretch it out just a bit here with 2:15 left to go.
all right, and I've officially looked it up. Branson was in the main final in 2016 as well as Mazzeo. So our 1 and 2 drivers previously making the world final, looking to do it again, bump up out of the quarterfinal into the semifinal.
Yeah, it looks like Alessio finishing 2nd in 2016.
He did, yeah.
Wow. Right behind Dominic Greiner.
So with 1 minute left to go, it's Mazzeo, Branson, and Yokoyama. So Kyle Branson coming in for his final pit stop at the 18:17 mark. Still ahead of Shinnosuke Yokoyama. Currently following 3rd place Yokoyama as he goes down the straightaway. Thurston is in 4th, JJ Wang in 5th. JJ Wang only 0.2 of a second behind Thurston, who is 2 seconds behind Shinnosuke. So the race is not quite over, but it is getting there.
Yeah, with only 35 seconds left to go, Thurston, he's going to have to, I think Yokoyama's going to have to make a mistake of some sort. I don't think you can make up a full 1.9 seconds with only 20 seconds left to go.
Probably not.
Shooting for the stars.
It's definitely not stopping Thurston and Wang from trying.
So we're looking at Yokoyama right now.
It looks like JJ Wang having issues somewhere.
Oh, and that is time. So Thurston. Oh, I think Thurston's going to get the free one.
He is.
Wow, I thought Thurston was going to be done that time around. So Alessio Mazzeo taking the win here in our quarter even final, bumping up to the semi. Kyle Branson as well, and there is Yokoyama. So Mazzeo, Branson, and Yokoyama all going to our semi-even final. Alec Thurston just missing out here in this one. Eric Dankel finishing 5th. Burch, Ida, Wang, Morganti, and Collari.
JJ Wang running out of fuel on the last lap as well.
And that may have been a situation where he needed another pit stop, but he knew that if he made a pit stop, he had no chance. So maybe try to stretch it?
It's possible, yeah.
Well, we head over here to our chat. What's going on here in the chat box? A lot of people joining us here. Andrew Knapp joining in.
Carl Meister.